your story of the week?
I'm giving this story the subtitle, The Great Sterilisation Debate.
Okie dokie. Strap in, ladies and gentlemen, sounds like...
It was in most of the papers this week about what parents are calling their children.
Oh, I saw
Parents
that, yeah.
have always been influenced by popular culture, blah, blah, blah. There's thousands of Kylies now from the 80s, that's fine.
Yep.
The latest survey said that Britain now has 36 Arsenals, boys and girls, 3 Snoops, 48 Didos, 426 Dreys,
Yeah.
and get this, 6 Gandalfs.
Yeah. See, it's awkward though. Gandalf at school is going to be tricky, isn't it? You know, because if you're playing like Stuck in the Mud, you know, you've got to go under the legs. You shall not pass. And also, it must be if he learns how to do the finger trick, you know, when you pull the thumb away, you know, he'll be doing that. Do your trick, Gandalf. Don't make me do it. Do not do your trick. Don't take me as a conjurer of cheap tricks. Gandalf as a kid, it's just wrong, isn't it? But
it's very wrong, and I can't believe no one ever... I'd like to think maybe there were 15 families that wanted Gandalf, and 9 of them got told, I'm sorry, I can't let you do that.
Absolutely.
This is a human being. And 6 of them were allowed, which is pathetic. I think if ever you say, I want to call my child Gandalf, that child should be taken from you, and you should be sent away to think about what you've done.
Where would you go?
An island.
No, it's just like, what are you going to call your boy? Rubik's Cube, really? Yeah. Well, as a nickname, it's fine. Calling him Little Gandalf, that's fine. But you can't. You're just going to get bullied, aren't you? It's just there was one kid that was called Mumra that I read. That's not nice, is there? But it's always like there's such transient names, aren't they? Like Dre. Like some kids are called their kids David Beckham. Actually, fully called them David Beckham. There was a James Blunt. You know, it's never like Albert or Isambard or anyone who actually done anything of worth. There were about five Gazzers, which is nice. Named after an alcoholic wife beater, that's nice. You know, and like Reebok, there was one called Reebok, Adidas. Yeah. It's just horrible.
Are you implying you'd call your child Isambard after the great bridge builder?
Yes.
Are you?
No.
Or would you call it Snap, Crackle and Pop?
I am, yeah, exactly. No, I've toyed with the idea of Higgledy Piggledy. I think that'd be a good name. But I'd call him that as a nickname. Little Hig. All right, Hig, how you doing? How's your brother Padlock? Stuff like that. But I'd call them proper names. Luke and Lewis, I think. I quite like those. Luke, that's a name I wanted as a kid, so you can be Skywalker. You know. How about you, Sam? What name would you like?
Thomas. So he can be Thomas. He would take such a beating off the back of that, wouldn't he? No,
it's horrible, though. But it just makes it easy.
Very popular these days, Tom.
Yeah, nice. It's so depressing, though, isn't it? The people who, who give their kids these kind of names, they never think of the bullying that they're going to get. But it's just that thing of, it's like having a dog, really. You're not treating it with any respect, just calling it that. There was a kid, that was the most unfortunate. There was a bloke who I knew wasn't the smartest bloke in the world. He was nice, but, you know, he was a few trees short of the forest. And, he was called Andrew Monger, right? And we worked at Tesco together, and sure enough, can A. Monger come to the front desk, please? A. Monger. And you think, you must know that. You've got to think that through. How can you possibly call your kid A. Monger?
There was a kid at college where I used to go called Goliath.
Oh, yeah? Really?
Sure as hell, was short as hell, with big, fat glasses. There was no way in hell he was...
Oh dear. Well, there you go. Text us in if you've given your kid a horrific name, and we'll set John on you. That'd be fun.
Yeah, don't do that. Text in if you've been given a horrific name, because I'll go mental.
Oh, well, that'd be fun, though. Come on, if you want to bring it. Text us on 64046 or email russell.sixmusic@bbc.co.uk. Come on, there must be a few Liddles or Matalans out there. Text us in. Six Music. We've had a few talking about weird kid names. Somebody's texted in saying, go to Totnes in Devon, home of the stupid kid's name. Brave and Furious being just 2 of them. That's from Calypso Phipps. To be honest, she can't go around mocking people's names in that she's called Calypso Phipps. That sounds a bit like a drink that you'd struggle with. My mate called his kid Lemony Sunshine. Nice. Hi Russell, the laziness of parents never ceases to amaze. I know 3 people called William Williams. Eddie from Kidderminster. That says a lot about you though, Eddie, to be honest, that you gravitate towards those people. We've got here, I'd like to call my kid Bilbo. That's Mark in Bristol, naked in John's room. That's our flatmate, who apparently is naked in John's room. How are you feeling about that?
Do you know what I mean? If you're going to text in, Mark, we'll get on fine. Because that whole thing is about my dead dog, which is called Bilbo.
Oh, it is.
Sunday morning, isn't it? Just chill out, back off.
I forgot about that.
If you're watching my Labyrinth video, there's going to be trouble. You better rewind it. And don't touch my drinks cabinet. Just Get out of my room.
Yeah, get out of his room with your naked body.
I haven't been in my room for the last 3 weeks. What's he doing in
Oh, there's lots to do in there, I imagine. I went to school with twins called Thor and Odin. They were very ungodlike, if the truth be known. That's from Bob in Bristol. And we've had a request from Sam. After the tragic loss of Vincent Price, the vacuum he left can now be filled